Emmanuel Acho puts out a clip that even Emmanuel Acho didn't believe. But he got it out there. It went viral. He got the attention he wanted and was seeking. But the credibility obviously wasn't in that video. I don't like when someone says, oh, you put out a bad video, oh, you lost all your credibility. I hate when people do that. Dog, you can't lose all your credibility in one swoop, because you know how many times I built it up? Like, you know what I mean? I understand you're feeling a certain way. Your emotions are overriding your logic. But think about all the takes that made you say, oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to follow this guy. Oh, I'm going to subscribe to this guy. And then he says one that's crazy. Oh, I'm done. Well, I think the reason people are saying they're done is because they're getting tired of being manipulated by someone who wakes up one morning and just says, forget the credibility. It's all about the algo, all about the algorithm. So I try to tell you guys about Acho. People think, I'm like, let me not say that because people gonna get mad, but I just saw a clip of Kanye West and people were saying he's telling the truth. He just says it so early. And I tell people that all the time. I'm not a hater. I'm just gonna tell you the truth too early. So I told you about how Acho will wake up certain moments and just say, this is all about virality. This is all about just going and getting the algorithm going. So instead of y'all hearing him say, I'm sorry, or, oh, that was a bad take, this is what Acho does. Tell me how you feel.
I would take that to heart, but I don't just have.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. We got to start that over. We got to read this part because it's going to disappear real fast. I forgot. The craziest thing about Emmanuel Acho is you can't even blame CTE because he didn't play long enough. Now, that's a joke. He just really is that bad at this, okay? So this is coming off of Acho saying, if I'm Shadour Sanders, why am I listening to Todd Monken? What have you won on the NFL level? Which we all know is insane because every single coach ever was a first-time head coach, so you should have never listened to a first-time head coach. And then when that same first-time head coach wins a Super Bowl young or early, like, I don't know, Mike Tomlin, you know what I mean? Like all these guys, like Sean McVay, like, I shouldn't have listened to you. So on top of that, forget if it's going to work out and we going to win. I got to look out for me and my career. I can't be who the hell am I? I ain't on no high horse. I'm Shedeur Sanders coming off a rookie year where I started 7 games. I threw more interceptions than touchdowns. I won a few games. I had a great game, maybe a couple good games, and then some bad games. I got to learn, bro. I need to be the teacher's pet. I need to bring the apple. And then, so this obviously conflicts with Acho's real playing career. But Acho ain't in it the way you think he's in it. He's in it to win it in a different space. So now let's watch this.
I would take that to heart, but I don't just have one M. I have 2 M. I would take it to heart.
I like what he talk like.
I don't just have one best-selling book.
Pop it, okay.
Or 2 best-selling books.
Okay.
I have 3 best-selling books.
Come on now.
And a New York Times best-selling book.
Yeah.
I would take that to heart, but I didn't just give like a TEDx talk. I was asked to give like a national TED talk in Vancouver. I would take that to heart. But former President Bush flew me to Dallas to speak to him. I would take that to heart, but Michael Jordan called me and said, hey, fly to New York and speak to my company. I would take that to heart, but Oprah Winfrey got my number and called me and said, hey, Emmanuel, you're writing a book. I want to write a book with you. Happy birthday, Oprah. Today's her 72nd. I would take that to heart, but I gave a commencement speech to 60,000 at the University of Texas at Austin, my alma mater, in the stadium. So I just can't take to heart that I don't do this because I don't like to toot my own horn, but when I do, it's just toot. So I can't take to heart that I'm not good at this because everybody talking to me respectfully, y'all might have been better players, but when it comes to this, we're just not on the same level. Every now and then, you have a bad take.
Yeah. All right, that's real.
Shout out to his social team. They did that. Look, got to give out flowers where you can, give out some dirt while you can too. All right. Here's the thing about that. You just realized that you got played. I know, I understand people out there. So that's where a lot of the hysteria is coming from, because you got played. You really thought you were playing a game of football with someone, and then you come out and the ball is round. Right? He's playing a different sport than you are. Okay? You don't believe me? You think, oh, Marcellus, you don't know what you're... His retort was not even in the sports lane. It wasn't playing ball or stuff, right? His retort wasn't even in the commentating lane. No, his retort was, look what I'm doing. What am I manufacturing? Look at the business I'm building around the virality around the conversations that I'm having, uncomfortable conversations where he first started, right? He's having these uncomfortable conversations, but when you get into them, you're uncomfortable. You want to know why you're uncomfortable? Because he's not having the conversation that you want him to have, that he is saying that he's going to have. He's having the one that's building himself up. That's uncomfortable conversations with Emmanuel Acho. It wasn't about getting to the heart of racism. It wasn't about getting the Crips and the Bloods of racism together to make them bang it out so we can finally find true resolution. No. It was different, as you guys know. Now, if you don't want to go so far into that deep analysis, you can just stay surface and just realize that when Acho is going to talk about a subject, always remember that duck in the pond. On top, it's smooth. Like he said, it's smooth. But underneath, he working it, baby. And you going to get worked with it. All right? Simple as that. I've had thousands of people come up to me and tell me I should light him up. Thousands of people come up to me, I should hate this dude. But guess what? You ever go down south and people be like, man, I like it down here. And then they start talking about racism and stuff. They're like, but you know what I like about people out here? They tell you who they are. They just tell you who they are. Well, they don't act all fake like in LA. They be acting like they cool with you and then they not. And I always heard that conversation. Reason I never destroy Emmanuel Acho is, one, he's already told me who he is. So why am I mad? Either you follow or you don't. And if you follow, know where you're going. Not exactly where you thought he was going to lead you. Simple as that. He is about the algorithm. It's a new day. It's a new generation. And I'm not even mad at it because it's another way up to the top. Look, I'm not Drewski. I'm not, Acho Speed or something? Them dudes be filming 25 hours a day. What am I? Well, I'm going to sit there and say, oh, that's too much. That's mad. I'm not mad at Acho for doing what he's doing. He's doing it. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean I would do it the same way. That doesn't mean I fully support or think that's the right way. But who am I? You better start watching who you follow so you can ask yourself that question when you get in the mirror. Who am I? Because you blaming them. You the one following them. So simple as that. I thought it was crazy. It's the most ignorant take ever, and I think he knows that as well. It's just crazy because who else could pull that take off? You know what I mean? Somebody who was in the NFL not that long, obviously didn't play as well as he wanted to in terms of his career. So he now has the ammunition to always want to play heel or somehow, some way poke at this big bear that we call sports. Because he's like, you poke me, you kick me out, you didn't let me go, you didn't let me do what I wanted to do, I'll show you. And he's on a mission. And being real, all that success that he's had has come off of him knowing the game and knowing how to play the game. So in the weirdest way ever, salute. He got you going again. It's a Skip Bayless model. Skip Bayless got kicked out the game. Remember Skip Bayless wanted to play basketball and he was all this and he was promised to be the starting guard as a senior and then something happened and then he averaged what was it? What did Jalen Rose say? He Water Pistol Pete and 1.8 points or something, more than Stephen A, but 1.8 points. When you get kicked out the club, not everybody takes their ball and goes home. Some of them go to the lab and they start cooking up a formula how you gonna make them regret kicking you out the club. Acho's one of them. If y'all ain't seen that yet, y'all don't get it. I think it's masterful. That's what I think it is. I want to see how. The reason I don't attack and just be like pop, 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 is because I want to see how far he gets with this. I want to see. I know how it affects him now. Acho will never come back at me because me and Acho have some real conversations, real uncomfortable conversations. I know the truth. I know how it affects him. I know what he's trying to do, and I want him to succeed because I don't wish ill on no man, even if it's a different path. So beat it up in the comments what you think about that, but we're not done with that because it doesn't matter what Acho thinks about Shedeur Sanders. It doesn't matter what Acho thinks about Todd Monken. It doesn't. This is the beauty of playing sports. You can block out all of the noise. You really can. People hating you. People talking trash about you. Oh, man, you had traffic on the way in. They wouldn't even let you in. They tripping. Everywhere you go, it's just a bad day, bad day. You can get on that football field and shut everybody the hell up. Go out there and ball out and everybody's screaming your name. Everybody on your jock. that fast. Well, this is how Shadour Sanders may be able to do this. Think about this. You never thought about this, huh? Andrew Berry has Shadour's back the entire time. I've done videos on this. I did one really good video. I remember it. I felt good about it. I was like, I figured this out. I knew the beef between Andrew Berry was with Kevin Stefanski, and it started draft time. Y'all got to watch the video if y'all don't believe me. Here we go. Here's a summation. He drafted Shadour. He saw Stefanski sabotaging him and traded Pickett and Flacco away so Shadour could play. He also forced Stefanski to play Shadour. He fired Stefanski, and he hired Todd Monken, who believes in Shadour and wants him. So I want to keep this image up because I know a lot of times we have these crazy myths out there. This guy outmaneuvered Kevin Stefanski. Now, what's on his resume and accolades? Didn't he go to Harvard, something like that? Other than that, he's an Ivy Leaguer, I know that. How was he able to play the game within the game better than Kevin Stefanski, who's a two-time NFL Coach of the Year, who actually is much more visible to him? How did he able to play it? Well, they got to draft day, right here, number one, and for whatever reason, he said, I'm getting Shadour because whether this is a value pick, I got a call from Dion. Whatever it is, this is good money, bottom line. Jimmy Haslam's on board. Whatever it is, Jimmy Haslam has two ears like all of us. One was for Stefanski. I hear you. The other one was, hey, dog, Shadour, what? We could do this? Even Jimmy Haslam was like, I wasn't thinking about no Shadour, but he got that call from this man. Saw Stefanski sabotaging. Remember, Stefanski was just butthurt. He did not want him. Hey, justifiably so. I'm coaching, and Bill Parcells was butthurt. How you gonna make me cook the meals and I can't buy the groceries? We've heard that famous line, right? So if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I am pissed. I don't want that dude. Not because I don't like that dude. This is where y'all get it twisted. It's because we are not that good. And we just got a third-round quarterback on top of another quarterback that's hurt on top of another quarterback that's old. Why don't you use that pick for somebody else that can help us right now? There's a receiver out there in the 5th round that can help, right? There's another Puka Nakua or something. Give me something. You're going to give me another quarterback? Oh, I would be mad if I'm Stefanski at the brother. So then he forced Stefanski to play Shadour because, Stefanski's like, oh, you hurt, Pickett? Pickett's like, yeah, I am hurt. Really hurt. So hurt, trade me. I'll get healthy. Pickett going. And then Flacco like, yeah, this ain't working. And he like, no, you're going to get me fired before the season over. All right, I'm going to trade you in the division. This man. Now, he walking by him in the hallway. I can't whistle. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Kevin don't even want to speak. What's up? How's Shadour looking? Well, all the quarterbacks look great. I ain't asked you about all the quarterbacks because we ain't got no more quarterbacks. I traded them all. They all gone. You got to play Shadour or else, partner. That's really how it happened. Oh, I've been there. I saw it. A.J. Smith and Marty Schottenheimer. Oh, yeah. I wasn't on the team then, but I had already seen them before they fired him. I saw it already. I saw it coming. He fired Stefanski. Then he said, oh, you didn't enjoy that experience. You didn't enjoy when I put that out there. You didn't enjoy that, did you, Mr. Marcellus Wallace? You didn't enjoy that 666, did you? Got medieval on your ass. Oh, you didn't enjoy it? Okay. Get your ass up out of here. You ain't smiling through this problem. You ain't smiling through your pain. You ain't laughing at your pain. Get out of here, Stefanski. And then he hired Todd Monken, who he knows. Because guess what? Them inner channels. Hey, Baltimore. Y'all tried to get Shadour? Yeah, man, we wanted to get him. He was tripping. He was like, man, I ain't sitting behind Lamar Jackson for the rest of my life. Hell no, Lamar Jackson ain't going nowhere. Stupid, though. It was a dumb play because he should have known Lamar going to stay hurt now. And he like, oh, that's cool. Y'all really evaluated him high, though, huh? Because we ain't even have him on our board like that. So we looked at him, but we didn't think he'd be here. Really? Y'all really felt that? Man, I'm telling you, Todd, especially Todd Monken over here, this boy, he trying to get him, but he can't get him because he ain't knowing Dion like that. He like, say less. That's how the game go. Boy, I wish I could tell you all the stories I know, but I forget them. Oh, man, love, love, love. So now Shadour got to be smiling from ear to ear It ain't perfect. Nothing's absolute. He ain't gonna start. It's hard to beat out Deshaun Watson. You got to see how that $230 million looks. But after that, Deshaun throw one interception. Shadour. One interception. And he got him a coach that believes in him. That's without doubt. And fresh blood, fresh new enthusiasm in that locker room. And he made the Pro Bowl. So everybody's asking, how did he make the Pro Bowl? He answered it.
My dad.
I had to get that one. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. Okay. Let's switch gears after I read some of these comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to get better at all that stuff, all that like in-between junk. All right, we got to finish our part 2 of Bill Belichick getting snubbed and Willie McGinnis. I just saw Willie McGinnis a couple weeks ago with Coach JB. Shout out to him. Shout out to Smitty. Shout out to Steve Kim and Big Willie Mack, who is still big dog. Respect to him. We're going to break this down because he's coming to the rescue of his coach. You know, Super Bowl champion Willie McGinnis. But first, we're going to have to hear Skip Bayless talk it up and chop it up after I get into a couple of these comments. So where am I? Oh, yeah. Let me get into my comments. Where are my members at? I got to show members love first. All right, respect. He says, that's probably exactly how it went. No, it's not a probably. It's exactly how it went. It's okay. Occam's razor, as they say. You guys know about that. Occam's razor, like the simplest answer is typically the answer. That's why you know when somebody lying, because usually it just flows. As my grandmother says it even more eloquently than just Occam's razor. She says, the truth is simple. Lies are complex. Yep. I've been cheated on before. You know how I found out? You start doing too much arithmetic when you talking, girl. You know what I mean? Like, you normally you be like, what you doing today? Oh, no, I'm just gonna go here chilling. All right, I'll see you later. Then one day, what you doing today? Oh my God, today is such a heavy day. I've never known I have so much to do today. Oh my God, I woke up and did that. Yeah, that was it. And then I gotta go to lunch. Don't leave that phone unlocked. Let me see. You can start going through it.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so